If you are watching this video, I assume you would be aware about the concept of power of compounding. Let me show you an example that beautifully explains the power of compounding. So this picture on screen beautifully explains the power of compounding. I'm sure you all would have come across this formula of compound interest in your school days, but very few people really understand the power of this compounding. So here is a representation what happens to 1 rupee invested at various rates for various number of years. For instance, if you expect 15% CAGR return, then in 3 years your investment would grow only by 1.5 times. So your 10 lakh would become 15 lakh. But then look at what happens. In 5 years it would become 2x. In 10 years it would become 4x. So your 2x has become 4. In 15 your 4 would become 8. And in 20 years your 8 would become 16 times. So this is what compounding is. Your 10 lakh would become 20 in 5 years, but it would become 40 lakh in 10 years, 80 lakh in 15 years and 1.6 crore in 20 years. Likewise, at 20% CAGR rate, it would become 2.5 times in 5 years, but then 6.2 times in 10 years and 15 times in 15 years. And it would become 38 times in 20 years. So your 10 lakh would become 60 lakh in 10 years, 1.5 crore in 15 years and 3.8 crore in 20 years. Next, if you look at 25% CAGR rate, in 10 years, your wealth would grow 9.3 times, but in 30 years, it would become 808 times. So the difference between 10 and 30 years is not 3x, it's 87 times. And that's the power of compounding. Hey everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy. I always say that you don't need multi-bagger returns to grow financially. All you need is a decent 15 to 20% CAGR return for next 10-15 years. And one of the way to achieve such return is via investment in equity market. That's where today I want to discuss about SIP, not in mutual funds, but in stocks. While SIP in mutual fund is already a very popular investment strategy, very few people implement this strategy in individual stocks. SIP in stock is extremely useful in two cases. So first key use case is when the stock has high valuation. Now, one of the biggest regret of majority of investors is missing out on great investment opportunities because they thought the stock is expensive. Even I have few regrets. Always set up a goal to buy a fixed quantity in SIP mode. In fact, there are many companies whose products we all use on a daily basis. So why not invest in them and be a part owners too? Moreover, if you are a salaried person who has a fixed amount to invest every month, SIP in good business can be an ideal way to invest your money. By the way, the screenshot that you have seen on the screen are from IND Money. They have introduced a great feature of setting up SIP in stocks as well as ETF starting with just ₹50 with a simple tap. Let me quickly show you how to set up SIP in stocks with IND Money. So when you click on IND Money app, on top also you can see a lot of sorts. For example, 100 rupees SIP, then 50 rupee, then Nifty 50 stocks and likewise. Now let's say you want to do an SIP in Tata Motor shares. So if you click on that, on top you can see the amount and quantity. Right? So quantity, you need to decide how many units you want to buy for SIP, and then you can also see that there's a monthly SIP, weekly, daily, right? So it is up to you what frequency you want to set. Then you can set up the date again. Now if you scroll down further, you can see the return that Tata Motor has generated in 3 year and 5 year, and just click on the setup SIP and just set up your payment and click on setup now, and then you can just set up SIP. So it's very simple, very intuitive and very easy. To invest in SIP mode with IND Money, you need to open Demat and trading account with IND Money and can start investing at zero annual maintenance. Then second use case of SIP is when market is highly volatile. So last 3-4 years have been roller coaster ride for Indian economy as well as global market. We witnessed one of the craziest pandemic of human history that created huge volatility in stock market. Basically, in last 3-4 years, we witnessed huge panic selling during COVID and then one of the biggest bull rally. And that's how stock market moves in the short term. It's full of volatility. Now, the biggest problem is that we get too fearful during market correction and too greedy during bull run. Today, many good businesses are trading near high levels. So there's a dilemma if you should invest at such levels or not. Now think about it. There can be a couple of cases. What if you keep waiting for the correction and your stock that you wanted to buy never falls to your expected level? At the same time, what if you invest today and stock corrects significantly. Now this volatility is part of stock market journey. It's not in our hand. The only practical solution to handle this volatility in stock market is SIP, because SIP lets you invest in a systematic manner where you captures both highs and lows and averages your buying price in the long term. The best part is that SIP gives you a peaceful mindset where you don't have to think too much about highs and lows of the market. Friends, it is just the beginning of Indian equity market journey. India is bound to become the third largest economy in the world, and a lot of money would flow into Indian equity market. Today, Nifty might be looking expensive at levels of 20,000, but 10-20 years down the line, Nifty would be in a different orbit altogether. So think long term and just invest in systematic manner in great businesses in SIP mode with IND Money. In addition to SIP in stocks, IND Money also offer a lot of other features. For example, you can apply for the IPOs. Then you have various stock collections, like you want to know which stocks give dividends, so you can filter it by dividend stocks. Then you can again sort it by under 200 rupee, under 500 rupee. So there are a lot of features that you'll find on IND Money, and especially the SIP stock that we have discussed, which is a great feature. You can open a free demat and trading account with IND Money app and start investing at zero account maintenance fee. Link is in the description. Now let me know in the comments which stocks you think are worth doing SIP for long term, and also let me know which stocks you want me to cover for SIP purpose. I hope you'll find this video useful. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.
Investment in the securities market is subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.